Hey guys, I don't know if you can see me, hear me. I'm live. Oh my goodness, this is so weird. This is the first time when I do this, so I hope it works. And now I'm really excited actually. I was sweating here, thinking that, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing. I cannot get this right, but I'm here, I'm doing it. So let's get started. Let me plug my ear here. And I have some really exciting things to share with you. First of all, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for taking this time, and I will make sure it's worth it. And I really hope that this will be a great start for our next 5 months that we have in the year, because the next 5 months will define your next year. It's a little bit slow right now. I know a lot of coaches talked about it, that it's a little bit harder because everyone is like already beach body ready, or on the beach at least. And so next year in January, your whole work that you're doing and you're putting in right now in this 5 months will be paid off. Like, you will see so many people just showing up, popping up from nowhere and saying that I want to join you, I want to do this with you. So let's kick this off. Let's do something right. And I wanted to talk to you guys about the past 3 months and what I've been going through, and how everything's been like working out for me and what I've seen in my business. I've been a coach for almost 3 years, and for a long time I was ashamed to say this, because I feel like where I am is not really where coaches are after 3 years. But then I realized that this is just so wrong, because there's not like a time limit on when you can really get serious about it. There are different coaches. There are like hobby coaches, and there are full-time coaches. I decided 3 months ago that I'm going to go full-time, and I will give it my all, because I'm tired of not living my purpose, and I'm tired of just being and just not really giving back to the world, you know. So also 3 months ago, I was just getting back from Hungary, and if you followed my posts back then, I was in a really deep and dark place. I was not happy, and I felt like, just take me back right away. I don't want to be here. It's not my place. And that's when I realized that there's a reason why this business is in my life. This business can give me the freedom that I'm looking for, and the time that I'm looking for with my family and friends. So 3 months ago, I found that so-called why. We talk about it a lot. If you're new to coaching, then you will hear it so many times, at least once a week, that find your why and just go for it. Your why has to be as deep, as big, as connected to your soul that it makes you cry. For a long time, I didn't understand it. Like, I just came up with like, yes, I want to, help others, and I want to be there for others. And yes, it would be amazing if I could, travel back to Hungary as many times as I want to, and all that thing. I was just listening to Melanie Mitchell, our top coach, not long ago, and she said this: what we do, helping people is what we do. Why you're doing it has to be something that comes within you. Okay, so this is what we do, and not why we do it. We're helping people. That's what we do, but that's not why we do this coaching. Okay, so then 3 months ago, I sat down, and I remember, actually, I was still in Hungary. I was just looking, through the mountains and all that thing. It was like one of my last days in Hungary, and I was like, why am I going through this? What's going on with me? And I just can't do this anymore. I can't say the see you laters anymore. It breaks my heart. I don't know where it is leading me. And then I just felt like God hit me, slapped me in the face, and was like, there's coaching. You don't have to always be in the United States. You could afford to be wherever you want to. You can take coaching anywhere you want to go. You can see your family. You can see your sister graduating from, doctor school, the medical school. You could see the last years with your grandma, and you could be there whenever you want to. And it started making me cry. If you follow me in the past few days, you know that there's some things going on with my grandma, so it's really hard. But because of this coaching, there's something that I can afford, and I can live without regrets. Being there for my family when they need me, and just spending more time with my grandma before anything happens, is everything that I could ever ask for. So what happened? Like, it wasn't just something that, like, okay, now I know why I'm doing this. Let's just, crush it, and everything will happen, and, business will boom, and people will just come running to me that, hey, I want to be with, working with you. I want to work out with you. No, that did not happen, unfortunately. But as soon as I changed my mindset, and as soon as I started looking for what I want instead of looking for what I don't want, and instead of looking for what's not working and looking for what's working for me, everything's changed. Having my why, my reason why I'm doing this, made me create goals that became non-negotiable. And that means that even if I have to, I'm working 7 days, an hour a day, or 3 hours a day, or 4 hours a day, no matter what, I'm getting these things done. But what are these things? So in these team calls, I will pick a topic. I cannot talk. I will ask for your help to help me pick out a topic that you want to hear about. But I'm going to go through the basics, and I hope that, sometime soon you will be the next on the screen. And I know it's scary, but that's what, we have to get out of our comfort zone to become those leaders that, can help other people and other coaches, and then can develop into teams. So you guys heard about the 3 vital behaviors. Actually 4, sorry. Now it's 4. Which is, to me, I always have to link things to an image or some kind of system, because that's just how I am. And the way I imagine the 4 vital behaviors is that these are the ingredients to your success, to like a soup. A good soup is hearty and so yummy, or stew. But if you have the right ingredients, right? You have to cook it for a long time. You have to be consistent with it. You have to add things to it. You have to, kind of try out and then add more, and, but so the 4 vital behaviors is the connect, personal development, be the proof of the product works, and recognition. Without these 4, these are the ingredients that your soup, your success, won't happen. Because what happens if you miss out one ingredient of your soup, and then it's all bad? Like, that's not gonna happen. That's not good. What if you do too much? That's not good either. But how can you figure out if it's working or not working for you? Just trying, just not giving up, and be like, okay. I remember there's a story that really stands out for me about my mom and her cooking. And that was, so I'm one of 5, right? We were really poor. Sometimes we would have bread or toast each night and morning, and then or oatmeal with water, because we didn't have money. So that night, my mom was making this pea stew, which is really yummy. I have to send you guys a recipe. But anyway, so she finally had money and time to make it for us. And the way my mom's kitchen is that there's a stove, and then above that, there are the spices. And she was trying to pull out the spice, and instead of, grabbing the right thing, the cinnamon fell into this piece too, which was a big issue because it was a wrong ingredient. And to a really salty pea, can you imagine peas and cinnamon? Not good. She made us eat it. Not good. So anyways, what I'm trying to say is that soup takes time. It means that you need the right ingredients, and you just have to use what you have, and you have to make it right. How, like, you have to make it right with yourself in this case. Everything that you do in this business comes down to who you are, and that's the people that you're going to attract, that's the people you're going to work with, and that's the beauty of it. But that's also a challenge because you have to work. Like, I just shared with Livy and that I felt horrible today. I don't know what's going on. I've been just being like, I was in this funk, and I was just like, I don't know if I want to do this team call because I don't know if I have anything to give to you guys. But I was just like, no, I got to shake myself. I'm amazing. I got to do this. And I've been listening to a lot of Tony Robbins. Please take a note to watch Tony Robbins, I Am Not Your Guru, on Netflix. Get your 2 boxes of tissue because you're going to cry as hell. That's what, like, I want to watch it again too on Friday because it's just so, it gives you so much. Anyways, where was I? Yeah. So I was just not feeling good. And when I'm not feeling good, I tend to attract those people who want to complain, who want to feel down, and who are just not my niche. And it's okay to feel, bad. I don't want you to think that you can never have a bad day or anything. But at the end of the day, I would like you to start seeing, that, hey, even if I had a bad day, I was able to shake off everything, and I was able to get over it the next day. And I have times where I just want to, throw in the towel, and I actually take time off. And I'm like, sorry, today it's not that day where I would like to talk to anyone. I need to take time for myself, and that's totally fine. You just want to be able to shake it off, and don't try and not go down that hill into the dump, okay? I know you can do it. I know it's challenging, but you got this, okay? So in the past 3 months, after talking about the soup and my why and everything, all these things that I will talk to you about became non-negotiable. These, like, keeping up with the 4 vital behaviors was like, it's a non-negotiable. Without this, I know it sounds so simple, and so many people don't do it because it sounds so simple, but it's not easy to do. And there are times that I'm just like, is it really working? Am I doing something? Like, because I don't see that gratification, because things take time. Just like you didn't sign up with me the first time we talked about it, people won't sign up with you the first time you talk about it, because here comes what you need to do to earn people's trust and to earn that people will want to work with you. Because at the end of the day, it is a work to keep others accountable, but it is so rewarding and it's so amazing. I know it's really hard when you don't see it yet, how it, all comes together. But I've started something really awesome where I take screenshots of the sweet and nice comments from my challengers and from who I'm working with. So I call it a brag folder, and I save everything that I got, like, really nice comments in that folder. And sometimes when I'm down, I just swipe it through, and I'm like, yes, I'm changing lives. Okay. So the 4 non-negotiable, I would like to go into a little more, and hopefully it will be something that you can really take away from. There will be some of it where I don't talk about it too much because I would like to go into it deeper, or I will let you know that look this up, try and find a video on it and see what speaks to you. Okay, so the first vital behavior is connect, connect, connect. So-called invite, invite, invite. I like to call it connect because at the end of the day, that's how you succeed. You can invite as many people as you want to, but if you're not connected to them and you don't take your time and get to know them and give or add value to them, it's not going to work. So what does it mean to connect with people? Each day I take my time. Actually, I just started it this week, where each morning before I get out of the bed, I pick out 1 or 2 people who I haven't talked to for a while, and I just send them a message. I scroll through their Facebook and I see how things are going, and I'm like, hey girl, we haven't talked for a while, but I just wanted to let you know that you're an amazing person. Even though we don't talk, I just know that you are, and I wanted your day to start up right. Just know that you're strong. Just know that what you're doing is amazing, and I hope everything is going well for you. I hope this reminder helped you to, get out of the bed and with a smile on your face. And people's been so happy with these messages, and it makes my heart smile. And I just had this person, I messaged her, and she's like, you have no idea what I'm going through. The 10-year boyfriend who I had cheated on me in January, and then my mother passed away on my birthday. I wanted to kill myself, and I'm like, whoa. And that girl, because of my message, one day, like that day when I messaged her, she woke up happy. That's powerful. And that brings me to tears. That's our message, to help people feel better and to help them that, and not just with fitness, not just with wellness, but with fullness and completeness. I think that's so powerful. And, we're learning how to do that as coaches. We get trainings on it. We have a group of people who we can connect with. So that's one way to connect with others. Just a quick message in the morning. You don't have to do it every day, but it's an amazing way. If you're consistent with it, you will see great conversation starting out of that. So then what I do, I message old friends, just seeing like, how are you doing? What's going on? And I have genuine questions to them. Like, just like, I see this is what's going on with you. What happened? I'm a really curious George. I will ask any questions. And I know people are like, but you're so good at it. But the more you practice it, the better it gets. And you have to have the intention in your heart that I'm here to add a value to her or he's, they, and just to be normal friends. I feel like a lot of people overcomplicate what we are doing, as inviting people to our challenge groups, to become coaches, to do whatever, but it's really simple. When you just think about it this way, when you find a really good restaurant, do you feel bad telling about it to your friends? No, because you love it. When you go to the movies and you see this movie and it's amazing and you love it, do you tell others about it? Yes. So think about it this way. Hey girl, I've done this, I have this accountability group coming up. Would you like to be a part of it? I would love to have you in there. This is a lot of fun. This is my first time doing it or 100th time doing it, and whatever you need to say. But I just wanted to see if you would be interested in joining. Does that hurt? No, it's really easy. I mean, it's simple to say and easy to do, but a lot of people don't do it because of that reason, because it's easy to do. But that's how you add to others. That's how you can change and shape their life and body and everything. Just invite them. Just set a date for your challenge group and you can come to me. I will help you. I'm always there. So that's one thing, how you can connect with others. Just start a personal conversation and see where it goes. And don't have that, I hate saying don't have it, don't do this, because then you will start focusing on it and like, oh my God, am I doing it? Focus on one task, changing people's lives, and you have good intentions, and then you will see amazing results. Okay, so that's one way to connect with others. So then there is another thing that you guys see me doing. I invite people online, on Facebook, on social media with my posts. I don't go like, hey, join my group. Hey, drink my shake. Hey, I'm right here. Like, hey, just no, I don't do that, because that's just so not natural, and people not into that. Unfortunately, we have a lot of coaches who try and do the right thing, but with them just being so salesy, people are sick of it now. So I'm just genuinely there on Facebook that, hey, this is what works for me. And if you would like to know more information, and I give them an action item. You want to make sure that you give an action item, that comment below, like this thing, or personal message me, send me a bird, or set things on fire. No. Don't do that. But you get me, okay? So give a action item on the bottom of your post. And here's one thing that you guys can copy my ideas, my posts, whatever you want to your Facebook page. Do not share it because that doesn't count and Facebook doesn't recognize it like that. And also, you want to make sure that it comes from you and that it's you. I'm saying, like, don't copy paste it. Try and turn it into yours. Change it to your words. Fix my grammar because I'm sure I have a lot of grammar mistakes in there. But don't try and invent, like the whole thing. It's fine to copy. I copy a lot of time. I take ideas from others. As long as you make it yours, that it will sound authentic. Authentic, I guess. Anyways, so just go ahead, copy, or just reach out to me like, hey, here's this date where I'm doing the challenge group. What do I need to do? Just a reminder, a challenge group is where your people are doing a workout and drinking Shakeology, but at least a workout from Beachbody. But, I'm doing free groups, so you can do like you want to. But I'm starting one on August 1st for 21 Day Fixers. So if you would like to get in, and if you would like to learn how to invite people to that, please let me know, and then I will help you with it as always. So we talked about so far personal messaging and Facebook. Bonnie Angle. Write this down if you can. Bonnie, Bonnie Angle, Engle. She is the one who is amazing. I believe she's top 2 right now, coaching. She talks about how to work with social media, and I learned everything from her. The way I invite right now, all her ideas. So if you would like to learn more, and you should, go and listen to her. I now finished all her YouTube videos while driving, while sitting in traffic, and just doing the laundry, or, so Bonnie Angle. One thing I wanted to point out here, and this is the last point, is to be consistent with whatever you start. Instagram, Facebook like page, Facebook, just be consistent. Try and stick with it, because if you don't, just think about it like when you are when you have someone who you're following, one day she shows up, then again, but she disappears for 2 or 3 weeks, you're going to lose interest, and that person won't be credible. Is that the right word? That person will lose, that credibility for you, because you're not consistent. I don't know what to expect from you next. Just try and stick with it, and you will see that there's going to be days where I post 2 times, there's going to be days where I post 3 times, but at least once a day I will share something. It can be a recipe, a workout tip. I like to talk about traveling, but that's just be consistent, because let's say you have a favorite, like Target. Talk about Target. Everyone loves Target, right? So let's say Target opens one day, the next day you go there, oh, I'm only open from 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. sorry. And then the next day they are closed, and you're like, what the heck is going on? Or you go in and you're like, this is not as colorful anymore. This is not as neat anymore. Everything is from the dollar store. What's going on, Target? You're like, I don't want to buy anything anymore. Save you a lot of money, huh? But anyways, so just focus on this. Use your whatever platform you're using, social media. Think about it that this is your storefront. This is how people will follow you. This is what they see from you if they don't talk to you every day. And in the past 3 months, I cannot tell you how many people just popped out of the bushes and like, hey, I want to work with you. And I'm like, you've been following me? She's like, yeah, I've been following you. I know what you're doing, and I really like it, and you're always so positive. And I'm like, okay, Good job. It's working out. So consistency, okay? With inviting, with connecting, with everything that you're doing on Facebook, try and be consistent. Sharing things on your Facebook, or I'm just talking about Facebook generally right now on your wall. If that's not your platform, just forget about it. But sharing content, like going on a post and, okay, I'm sharing this, that will lower your viewers. Like, that won't attract people to your Facebook, because the way they recognize it is Facebook sees it as, okay, this is a second hand thing, it's not original. That's why I don't want people to be looking at it that much. Does that make sense? Like, this is not as, how should I say it? Like, this is not as valuable as something original is. So that's why you never see me sharing anything. If I have a link for YouTube or anything, I say look in the comments, because I put it in there. But basically, just stay away from it, because it will not bring you as much attraction. I guess that's how you say it. But yeah, so again, we talked about personal messaging, inviting people, like, hey, talked about how, if something is good, you will talk about it. So invite people and friends. And if let's talk about this a little more in one of our team calls. What do you guys think? So then social media, have to invite others, giving action items to them. Feel free to copy whatever I use, whatever I do, and make it your own. Try and be authentic. There's one thing that really speaks to me, and I'm looking at it because it's right in front of me on my whiteboard, and it's like, let your life mold your story. And that's what I do on Facebook, and that's what you see me sharing, because that's what people want to see. Like, people want to see who you are and what you're standing for. Okay, so then the lastly is, don't share on Facebook if that's your platform. Try and stay away from it. Obviously, every now and then it's fine, but be consistent and have that content to share. And the best practice to do for me was writing out 5 words that I am about. So I'm a Hungarian, and I'm a proud Hungarian. You see, my ego is up there. It doesn't even fit in the screen. Okay. I'm also a relentless person. I travel. I'm like a bird. I need to be free. What was the 5th? And fitness. Those are my words: traveling, Hungarian, freedom, fitness, and relentless. Those are the things I talk about. Okay, second thing, I will try and speed this up because it's been 30 minutes and I know you guys have things to do. Personal development. It's really important to pick yourself a book and try and read at least 10 pages a day. And I know when I talk about book, oh my God, do I have to read now? No, please, I'm out. I'm quitting. No, please don't go anywhere. I'm going to run after you. But pick a book. And my suggestion, if you haven't read it, Compound Effect, Compound Effect, I think that's how you say it. Or You're a Badass. Yes, you are. So just try and not try, do. Ooh, Miss Alexandra is getting tough here. But seriously, personal development is everything. When I don't do my personal development, then I go downhill big time. And I don't want to look at things. I don't want to talk to people. And I'm like, what do you want from me? I don't want to help you, all that thing, because I'm just like, oh, I feel so shitty. I'm so not doing good. Why am I not a top coach yet? Why am I not doing this? Why am I not seeing sales? But no, you have to kind of, just like you wash your clothes, you need to wash your brain as well, because a lot of things will affect you, like comparing yourself and expecting too much. So stick to one book, Compound Effect, if you haven't read anything. And if you're serious about this business, after this call, you're going to jump off and buy that book, Compound Effect. Send me a screenshot of it. It shouldn't be more than $10, and you will thank me later. I'm like on a roll, girl. So Anyways, personal development is really important because just like I said, like this girl who told me about what happened to her, it's hard for me to pull myself out of it, and I need a positive place to go to, and that's personal development to me. Personal development can be national wake up calls. You signed up with an email address, and there you're going to receive emails about National Wake Up Call for Team Beachbody. What it does is that during that call, it's Monday, 11 p.m. EST. They're gonna go through everything, the promotions and everything that's going through in the month, going on in the month, and then they do the recognition, and then, which is the nicest part, is where a top coach or a successful coach will tell you and talk to you about her or his story and share so many golden nuggets, so many things that you're just like, wow, this is so powerful. Like this Monday, Summer Tucker, who is one of my favorite coaches, and she is the person who really pushed me to keep up with this. And she's the one who is like, coach with heart. That's her thing, and that's why I stuck with everything. So, anyway, she talked about how, she got really depressed after her husband left, and she was just standing in the hangar, holding her husband, just being afraid of forgetting what he felt like, what, the smell and everything. And then she talks about how she was on her own with 2 kids, 10 months old baby who never slept. And she was just like, I'm not doing this anymore. And there's a quote that talks about, if you want something different, you need to do something different. So anyway, she talks about how she got started and what works for her. Basically, it's each week it's a training. If you're new to this, I highly suggest listening to all the calls on the podcast. And it's not something like, no, I have to listen to this. No, it's amazing. Like, it gives me shivers. It's something where I'm like, okay, I'm in a really, really valuable business. And you want to fill your heart and get to know this group more and more because you're part of it and you have so much potential, and you're in this because I see potential in you and because I wanted you on my team. Just know that you're amazing. Anyway, so personal development, read your books, listen to it on YouTube, Tony Robbins, Oprah Winfrey, all the coaches. Just pick something and listen to it, and listen to it at least 20 minutes a day, or read 10 pages a day, whatever works for you the best. But start on it and make sure that you're washing your brain just like you're washing your clothes. Okay? So, third thing, almost done, guys, almost done. Let me get some water. Be the proof of the product works. So we talked about target. We talked about how, if you're not consistent, people will not see you as credible. And I don't think that's the right word. Anyway, you know what I mean. Being the proof that the product works is crucial. If you don't show it to people that, hey, this works, then there's no one to take a look at what you have and what you have to offer, what's in your challenge group. Because basically, Target is amazing because they're consistently there, and what they sell is more valuable than going to Walmart. And it's not something, we don't sell magic pills. We don't sell, we don't say that, hey, do this and rep yourself 100 times and then jump up 5 times and then take your weight loss shakes that's full with artificial stuff. We don't say that. We say, do your workout, eat right, have a healthy, nutritious shake, and check in with your coach, and then you will be successful. But if you don't do it, then no one else will want to do it because they are listening to you. They are following you. You being consistent is showing them that it is real, it is right. It's not just a front of the store. It's not something that you're just like, hey, I'm gonna want to sell it to you because this is amazing. Then, a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to be salesy. I don't want to do this and that. You become salesy when you're not able to show that what you have, what you offer works. You're salesy if you don't believe in the product, if you're pushing it down on people's throat, and if you don't have good intentions for people. Okay, I know it's tough love, I love you, but if you're not sticking to something, at least drinking Shakeology or doing your workouts, then people won't really feel like what you're telling them is right. Okay, there's nothing wrong with coming with other things. Like when I quit my job, I'm probably going to start going to the gym, but there has to be some kind of story to tell, right? um, so that's why you want to be proof of the product works, and no one says to get up and grab your shake and or sleep with your shakes and say that I wake up and I drink it every morning and then I'm beautiful and I sleep so well. No, no one says that. uh, just stick with the program and see for yourself how it works. And don't think I'm like pinpointing or anything. I have days where I'm like, I don't want to drink Shakeology, and then I don't want to do this and that, and then I don't. Okay, so you don't have to be the perfect, picture perfect coach who drinks it every day. But you at least want to go through 2-3 weeks drinking Shakeology if you don't have the experience and talk about it, or you want to stick to the workouts at least. Like complete a workout, because that will also boost your self-esteem, and you're like, okay, I'm an awesome coach, I can do this, I can talk to people about it. Because if you don't complete a workout, if you don't stick with it, then you're starting to have, and don't say you don't, because I know everyone suffers from it, I suffered from it. As long as I didn't complete a workout, I'm like, I'm not doing good enough. And when I completed the ultimate reset or hammer and chisel, I was like, okay, I can actually talk about this. I have an experience. And that's why I'm saying, if go to the gym, do your thing, but on the side, get your workout in, and just be the proof of the product, because that's how you're going to be able to reach so many more people. Like in this world, a lot of people, like I just saw this post where someone went to the gym and got ashamed, like that Playboy girl. Did you guys see that? She was, that's just crazy to me. Body shame or whatever she did. So those people, there's so many people who don't go to the gym, don't know how to get started, and you have a mission. You have a mission to show those people that, hey, this works, this workout is amazing, actually I love doing this, whatever it is, I love it. And those people will rather come to you than going to a personal trainer, and they will save so much money, and they will have a genuine conversation with you, genuine connection, if you really do all these things that I talked to you about. Okay, it's not about you being a billboard for Shakeology or being a billboard for a workout. It's about that purpose that you started this coaching with. It's about wanting to change someone's lives through internet, through reaching more and more people. We are starting to go into Europe, and we're going to be able to reach more and more people that you don't even have an idea about. So do that, be the proof, and show it to others that what we're doing is really simple. It's working out, exercising, eating right, nutritionist shakes, or people do it without shake as well. I don't, I work with anyone and everyone, because that's who I am, and that's what I want to do. And accountability, they get an accountability with you being their coach. But if you're not doing the work, then others will not take a look at what you have to offer. Okay, lots of love with this. Okay, I know it's tough, but this is real. And just think about it, how many lives you could change. I had someone join my challenge group, and now she's posting me about how her 2 kids are drinking Shakeology and working out with her, and this is like the best experience. And she's like telling me in tears how I changed their family's lives. And her sister's coming to me, her mom is coming to me, how things are changing for her. And I get emotional about it, because that was only me helping her through a free accountability group, and then she wanted more because she saw what I was doing, and then now she became addicted to 21 Day Fix and working out and showing it to her kids that mommy can do it, so can you guys do it. And it's fun. It's an amazing way of starting a ripple effect, because as soon as you touch someone's life, you touch others' lives with that. Have you ever thought of that? if you change someone's life, you're not only changing that person's life, but you're changing so many others through that person. Pretty powerful, right? Okay, lastly, recognition. I'm starting to be better at it. I have little story for you guys, and this is my last. We should end here in about 5 minutes. Um, so I don't talk about this too often because my parents are on my Facebook, but it's really tough for me to recognize others because I was never recognized by my parents, and I was actually bullied in high school badly for being recognized, and I'm actually suffering from some suffered some bullying not long ago, which I don't really want to talk about because people will watch this YouTube video and I don't want it to get into the wrong people's hands. Anyways, I was always a goal crusher, but like even if I did something good, my dad wouldn't tell me that, hey, good job or anything like, or I'm proud of you, because he just wasn't like that. Or my grandma would be like, you need to do more, or, it would always be do more, or this is what you need to do. This is a normal that you did this. And I'm learning actually in this country how recognition and recognizing others is so powerful because in Hungary, this is getting your job done is your responsibility. You need to get it done. You don't get recognized for going the extra mile. Good. Yeah, you're done. And my dad is someone who like doesn't really show emotions. I love him to death and I'm really, happy with who he raised me to be. And he's really loving in a way that I'm his little daughter. But when it came to, me accomplishing things, he was just like, you're a little piece of sand in the system, not a shit. He didn't say that, but he yelled at me for a long time for wanting to quit my job because I didn't feel happy there and it was just too much for me. But he was like, you're a little piece of sand and don't think that you can do whatever in this world and you just have to put up with it and you have to do whatever. So recognition is not something that comes to me naturally and I'm working on it. So I hope that you guys see that. And I'm actually also working on being a better team leader because it's been um, it's been an experience being here by myself, living life on my own, and then even letting Kevin in my life was challenging to me because I got so used to being on my own, so used to not having anyone to rely on that it's kind of now unnatural. Even though I used to be a team leader in high school, it's not something that comes to like that. I have to work on it. Does that make sense? That's where personal development comes in, and I try and make sure that I'm there for you guys, and I'm working on creating a better team, and that's one of my goals. But so having that experience where you're bullied for who you are and being an overachiever or not having that dad or mom to support you with that or recognize who you are and being a fourth kid out of five, that makes me someone who is struggling with recognizing others. And it's not because I don't see the value, but it's because just where I am from. And if you see me recognizing you, then you see that I'm growing and I'm trying to do a better job. I just want you to know how amazing you are. And I know that you're like, okay, but you're talking to a team right now. No, I'm talking to you. If you wouldn't be on this team, then I wouldn't know you and then I wouldn't know how amazing you are, because taking the steps to change other lives and taking the time out of your day to talk to others, to always give it another go when you feel like giving up, that makes you an amazing and wonderful person. And just know that you're so strong that you're not giving up. I hope I was able to give you some advices, some suggestions, some, takeaways. And if you need to talk to me about anything, just know I'm here. I'm starting a new challenge group for 21 Day Fix, and 21 Day Fix is on sale this month. So you could have amazing results with it and financially as well as helping others to get on this amazing program. So August 1st, take down note, and if you're brave enough, and you are brave enough and you have what it takes and you're ready to change someone's lives, just let me know, and then I will help you get, I will help you with inviting others and giving you tips. Again, find your why. Find the reason why you're doing this, but not like, I'm doing this because I want to earn this much money. No, you have to have steps down, meaning that I'm doing this, and if I do this, this is going to get me there. Have it as strong to make you cry. I'm not kidding. Like, I thought this is just BS bullshit. No, I can just have a why and not make me cry. Now my why is so strong that it makes me want to never give up and makes me want to push more and more and makes me want to show others that this can be done, and anything can be done and anything is possible, just so I can be there with my grandma. Thank you so much for taking your time, and thank you so much for being there, and just know that you're the bomb.com. I'm not kidding. I'm really excited to spend some more time with you next week and give me some feedbacks. I hope you like this call. Good night.